Then let's go to Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Naija Palaver here at Liberating Nigeria. If you are a new subscriber, I welcome you. I'm not going to tell you one best people that I get for. And if you are a returning subscriber, I welcome you to another beautiful episode here at Liberating Nigeria. You know that Naija Palaver is a show where we bring to you new stories about politics, health issues, all the palavers in Nigeria in a more calming, energetic and relaxed way. And I am your host, Elizabeth Olubodun. Guess what? We're going to be having fun again, again and again and again and again. Well, the first story here is that the presidency had announced that those who allowed the NSAS protest lead into the loss of lives and property, leading to the destruction of lives and property, must account for their actions. That was said by Garba Shehu, the Special Assistant on Media and Publicity. But we at Naija Palaver disagreed because we know that the peaceful protest was obviously hijacked. It started as a peaceful protest where youth left the Twitter community to come on board and air their views and air their opinion, which is our right as citizens to protest where they feel like the government is not giving them what they need or what is their right. And then that was to end the SARS operation and police brutality in Nigeria. But now is not the time to start a fresh protest. Now is not the time to say, let's go back to the street and say, great Nigeria, you great. Now is not the time to do that. Now is the time to arrange knowledgeable and well-equipped people to negotiate for us. Now is the time to get all those people that were involved, not just everyone that was involved in the process, but the people that have the knowledge, that have the political ability, political power, political techniques, because I know they will twist them, they would want to turn their heads. No, people that have political knowledge, political ability to negotiate, people that will not collect bribe. So we don't want the ones that would get bribe and then everything gets back to square one. No, we want people that are knowledgeable enough to negotiate for us, and that will be a big win rather than us going back to the streets to protest. If we can do that and we can get the government to attend to our demands and needs, that will be a very big win that will shake the government come 2023. And that is why we always, and we are going to say it again, that a political party must emerge from this. There should be a leader, there should be a face to this, so that we can plan and re-strategize and get new strategy that is going to work for us come 2023, because these old people, APC or PDP, they're going to leave the government. And we, the youth, yes, we can do this. We might not start from the presidency level, we might start from, the National Assembly, and gradually we emerge, and then we let our voices to be heard, and things start coming up and showing forth for us in the Nigeria that we want. I implore you to like, to subscribe, to comment, to share this beautiful content so that your friends and families can see that here at Liberating Nigeria we bring to you new stories and we inform you and equip you about the things going on in Nigeria so that you can get your voters card and vote well come 2023. And also click on the notification bell so that you get notified when we push out content like this. We move on to the next story. Okonjo. The US opposed the recommendation by the nomination committee of the WTO for the 164 member countries to appoint former Nigerian's finance and economy minister as director general of the global organization. Hopefully, Joe Biden will support her. In spite of several efforts by the US and other developed countries to undermine the DDA, the African group stood its ground that it is paramount that the aspect of the negotiation has to be completed. And then people came out with things that she has to address if she emerges as the Director General of the global organization, that she has to address food security and subsidy on agriculture, which distorts trade, employment, and so on and so forth. They also disclosed that the African group was demanding a special safeguard mechanism for developing countries, adding that it was one thing she must find a way to address. Let's hope that this operation supports her and she emerges, or she comes forth as the Director General of the global organization. Did you see how she was dancing? That's the part over Jamie, if I were to be you. But I shall like a mature way that she was dressed like, if I tap my money, can't tap my money. the third story. The Northerners are saying something else entirely about this whole protest. You know, some Northerners are saying that the protest was sponsored against the North, which is not so. And this is why we are saying that we need our Northern brothers to participate in this. Because you can hear what they are saying, that this whole NSAS protest was sponsored against the North. Why would we do that now? Why would we do that? It's not possible. And that is why we say that we need our Northern brothers to participate in this. Whether in politics or whether in the protests, we need them. We need them because we know they have the numbers, or they can directly or indirectly influence the outcome of an election or of governance. So that's why we're saying that we need them. We need them to participate in this. Get the message to their imams, get the message to their leaders, and let them see the need why this didn't start for us to be against the North. No, we won't want to do that. And that is why it is necessary that they need to participate in political activities or the protest or whichever group that is going to emerge from this NSAS protest, or even with those that are going to negotiate with us. There should be somebody that will represent the North among them. And it won't look as though we are doing this without them or we are doing it against them.
In all our utterances, in our tweets, let's remember to show respect to our northern brothers, and let's be ready to communicate with them and bring them on board. If we can bring them on board, it's going to be easier. If we could have a Aminu Kano who was loved by the Talakawas in the north, it means we have elements in the north that we can work with. The Talakawas in the north are suffering. They're actually suffering far more than the poor people in the south. And that's a group that we need to find a way to communicate with. I don't know exactly how, but you need to talk to people like Sheikh Husani and ask him, sir, how can we get these Talakawas to our side? Many of them did not go to school, but we need to find a way to speak with them, maybe through the imams, maybe through the Mojiri leaders. That will enhance our fight for freedom.
Oh God, Desmond Elliot. Hey, Twitter people are not nice. I'm telling you. You think I'm joking? Twitter people, if you think I'm joking that Twitter people are not nice, go and ask from Desmond Elliot. Go and ask from Desmond Elliot. Go and ask from him. I think that man was bag of rice. The way they dragged him, when he paid, no wonder I was crying on the Rise News. But then Twitter people, make una dey calm down. Hey, I feel like Desmond was speaking out of anger and out of frustration and whatever it is. He did not specifically say in that video that he wanted the government to regulate social media. The only thing that I found bad, so to say, was when he said children, I want children. Hey, wait till you no go see forget, I want children. Sir, you fell our hand. I don't want to say you deserve the dragging, but then.
Speaker, we need to address certain things. The Nigerian youth, the social media, the social influencers, all of these are making the narrative that we are seeing today, except we are joking with ourselves. Social media, yes, though good, has its negative impact. Let me first thank you for condemning the wanton killings and carnage that happened at Lekki. When I went through the comments, I could not believe it, Mr. Speaker. The curses, the abuses from children. And I ask myself, is this Nigeria? What is going on? Children cursing, people having the effrontery to enter an Oba's palace, hold the staff of office. Culture is gone. Mr. Speaker, in the next 5 years, there will be no Nigeria if we don't start now.
The question that we need to ask is not whether we need a regulation or not. It is who is regulating the social media. If the government decides, or if they decide to regulate the media, then who is? Is it the government? Is it, are we using technology to regulate the social media? Or is it some form of self-regulation? I think we need some form of self-regulation. Not everything you see on social media is true. not every video, not every article you come across on the internet is correct. So you need to do some form of self-regulation. When you see a video, you ask yourself, or when you see an article, you ask yourself, who is the source? Who is sending this video? When was the video made? You know, during the NSAS protest, you could see some videos that they went to dig up. So when you see a video and an article, ask yourself, who is the source? When was this video, when was this article written? If I share this post, will it instigate fear? Will it instigate anger and pain? Because, you know, some of the things that were circulated on social media were the result of the destruction the next day, when people felt like, so this and this happened, even when some of them were false. Like, hey, 78 people were killed, and, you know, the number has not been certain till now, but that already arose some form of pain and anger in the heart of men, and that was why the destruction and all of those happened. Whatever you post, whatever you share, even if it might not have direct impact on you, think of the people that you're sharing them to. Think of the actions that are going to come out of it, because not all the things, not all the videos, not all the articles you see on social media is true. So you have to clarify, you have to check, you have to self-regulate yourself so that you do not cause war in the country. We could also use technology to regulate this thing, just as Twitter did when Trump posted a tweet that was false, and then Twitter has to label it false. You know, there could be some form of collaboration with Twitter, and then there's a form of check and balance. Okay, when people post some stuff on Twitter, on social media, let there be an organization, let there be a function that clarifies if the news is true or false. I don't know how that's going to be done, but we could use technology to regulate these things, rather than, because we don't trust the government regulating the social media. At the end of the day, we won't be able to talk, we won't be able to express freedom of expression, we won't be able to do all those. Hey, I don't want to talk, they should not arrest me. So we do not trust the government regulation. We hope that we would have some form of self-regulation where the citizens regulate themselves, check news and stories, check if news or stories are true in itself or they are carrying rumors as fact. Yeah, thank you. We'll go on a quick break, we'll be right back. For today, that is about IPOB. Some governors of the Southeast and apex social cultural organizations of the Igbo are in a crucial meeting with Governor Wike in Government House, Port Harcourt on Sunday. Though the agenda of the meeting has not been ascertained, but it was said that the chairman of the Southeast Governor Forum and Governor of Ebonyi State said that the Igbos that we have to be wary of the IPOB because the outlaw group is trying to instigate another civil war. That the Igbos, we have to be weary of them because they're trying to instigate another civil war. I said we because I'm Mama Igbo. Igbo Queen, where? Igbo Queen, where? He also explained that the leadership of the Igbos cannot remain aloof while some misguided few who did not experience the brutal reality of the last civil war continue to spread disunity in the country. And you know that we are one. The Igbos, the Yoruba, the Hausa, we are one. Together in love, we are one. On that note, we come to the end of today's show on Naija Palaver here at Liberating Nigeria. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, click on the notification bell so that you get notified when we push out beautiful content like this. And I am your host, Elizabeth Olubodu. And remember that Nigeria will flourish again. Kodi Odabo. Goodbye.